This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and today
I can't see the video, man.
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and today I'm continuing my Monday tradition of featuring a car lock. This week it's going to be a little bit different because I'm not picking a lock on my desk. We're going to take a very short field trip out to my driveway and pick open the door of my daily driver.
Oh
it's
shit!
a Ford Explorer, and because I'm sure the internet sleuths will figure it out from the trim, I do drive the ST model. Now, I won't show you the blade for the key, which is buried inside the remote, but it looks something like the blade on this key to an older Ford Focus. To pick it open, we're going to be using the HU101 leashy, which fits into most of the more recent Ford models. If you do want to try your hand at this, I sell the tool over on covertinstruments.com. So, let's head outside and try to pick my car open.
I'm trying to learn what he's doing, but this looks pretty advanced. Alarm triggered.
Okay, folks, I was pleasantly surprised to learn that picking my car will set off the alarm. That's often not the case. And I also found it a very nice touch that the Ford Pass system alerted me on my phone. So, while I could get into my car fairly quickly with a non-destructive attack, I would need to take additional steps to make that entry covert.
Watch the one where he breaks his
If
ex's
you
house.
do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below.
Wait, he does what?
This video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.
I don't think he does that.
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and on this channel I've demonstrated how to penetrate some of the most secure equipment out there, usually using some very simple tools. But it's almost always done right here on my desk. It's a controlled environment that might not be equivalent to field conditions. So today I'm taking you on the road with me. You see, I just got a call from my ex-girlfriend who's having a problem. Her new boyfriend is apparently having trouble getting in her back door. It's really tight, and she told him to stop trying because all he was doing was pushing really hard, and she was afraid something would break. But
okay,
she remembered that when we were dating, I used to go in through her back door all the time. This is a picture of her back door. She just sent it to me, and I don't see any reason why this should be a problem. Frankly, it looks looser than it was back when we were dating. So, while her boyfriend's at work, she asked me to come over and see if I could help loosen things up. I, of course, agreed, so long as I could get it on video and share it on this channel. So, let's drive over and see if we can get in her back door without breaking anything. Okay, folks, here we are, and I have to say that my ex-girlfriend's back door is far dirtier than it ever used to be back when we were dating. It seems to have been neglected pretty badly, but I'm actually glad to find it this way. So you can see why I always keep baby wipes handy whenever I do anything like this. So let's get one out and wipe all of this brown residue away.
That's just disgusting.
Okay, this is pretty dirty. It might be a 2-wipe job.
A whole 2-wipe job, no shot. What a waste.
Okay, now that we have the outside just a little bit cleaner, it's time to flush out the inside as well. And because we need to lubricate this anyway, I'm going to flush out the main opening with a good bit of lube. We just need to be sure to keep a towel underneath that opening so we don't make a mess. Here it makes a lot of sense to be generous with that lubricant. Back doors tend to be neglected, so you can't have too much. Okay, we are almost ready, but before I go any further, I need to put on some rubber for my own protection.
Jesus, this guy.
Now, depending on various factors, I should note that the opening could be in an awkward position. And all I have to say about that is deal with it. It's not uncommon, especially when you're going in through the back door. Now, I can't just shove in my tool. I need to be very gentle and wiggle things into position if I'm going to stand any chance of getting in.
Jesus, this guy, man. Pretty knowledgeable.
I think we're there. All it needs now is a firm shove, and we are in. Now you need to understand that just because I got in her back door doesn't mean that her boyfriend will be able to as well. So I need to spend some time working it in and loosening it up. But I'm going to do that off camera, so that's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe, and have a great April 1st.
Jesus. The strongest padlock in the world.
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and what you see in norms. But Squire decided that this wasn't strong enough for their flagship padlock, so a few years ago they came out with the SS80CS padlock. Up until a few days ago, this 5-pound lock was the largest in my collection, and it's advertised as the strongest lock in the world. At least it was. And you may recall that Bosnian Bill and I put that to the test at the firing range in video number 897. We put 120 rounds into it, including armor-piercing ammunition, and through all of that, the lock never opened. Well, apparently Squire didn't think that was good enough, because they just came out with this 9.5-pound behemoth of a padlock,
Jesus!
the SS100CS. Now this lock is so new, it's not even on Squire's website yet, or sold by any retailer that I could find. This was sent to me directly by Squire. Now the proportions of this lock are borderline comically large. It's 100 millimeters across, and that's not including the plastic, just metal.
He's probably wouldn't be able to bomb this either.
And this sports a 20 millimeter thick boron alloy shackle. There are several comparisons I could make to demonstrate how big it is, like this Master Lock number 3, which is positively dwarfed, but I like this. It is more than...
Guys, doesn't he open all these with like the double wrench strat or whatever? Or you put 2 wrenches in backwards and you just kind of presses and it's just, it
double the
insta-snaps.
weight of the largest munitions lock currently used by the US military.
It's a 5-head.
I'm also told that this is the only padlock to qualify for the Loss Prevention Certification Board SR4 rating. Among other things, that means this should resist a cordless angle grinder with a spare battery and 3 cutting discs for 10 minutes. That is remarkable. Okay, on to the cores, and yes, that was plural. There are 2 of them in here.
Well, hold up.
This is the Lockpicking
Yeah, this one. Look.
Lawyer. Because of the probably the physically weakest parts of the lock.
Look at this.
We can at a 90-degree angle. So let's see what happens when we try this. Okay, looks like we broke something, but it's not completely open. Let's try that one more time. There we go.
Bing.
Okay, let's take a look at exactly what happened.
Yeah, because it has to lock, so it needs a weakness point, and that exploits that vulnerability.
This is a dual custody padlock, meaning that you need 2 different keys to open it up. They are both 6-pin cores with fairly paracentric keyways and excellent tolerances. That means you would probably need a very experienced picker to open these reliably. I would like to see a higher security option like Squire offers with its other Stronghold padlocks, and maybe that's coming in the future. But for now, we're going to see what it takes to get this one open.
Isn't he? Can he do it?
I'm going to put a pinning tray underneath it because I think it'll damage my desk with all this weight. Okay, we're going to get some tension in here. And but let's get a standard hook in 18 thousandths.
Oh, that looks heavy as shit.
Click out of 1. 2 is binding. Nice click there. Little click on 3. Nothing on 4, 5. Okay, 6 is binding. Nice click out of 6. Back to the beginning.
Back to 4, right?
Nothing on 1. 2. 3 is binding. Little click there. Nothing on 4, 5, or 6. Let's see, 1. 2 is fine.
How do you notice? You just feel it?
3 actually feels like it could be overset. I released a little tension to let it down. Nothing on 4, 5, or 6. Not sure what's holding us up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Click out of 5. There we go. And I'm pulling back. I was stuck under, I think, number 3, and we got this open. Okay, let's flip this over and do the other core. Okay.
Chat, I have a question, chat. What if you made your own stuff and you had some really bullshit mechanism that people like don't even know about? Some actual bull crap like creative thing inside it, and they wouldn't be able to pick it because, I mean, how'd they know?
Click out of 1. Click out of 2. Nothing on 3. Nothing on 4, 5, and click out of 6.
Already.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but it would take time.
Pushing up on 4.
Once they got that lock, if they looked at it, they wouldn't be able to get in.
I think I'm hitting the pin in front of it. Let me get something a little bit deeper. This is a medium hook, I think a number 7. There we go. Nice click out of number 4. And a little bit of a false set there. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Number 5. Give me some counter rotation. And we got this open. Okay, so definitely some good tolerances on there, but as I said, with an experienced picker, you probably won't have an awful lot of trouble. Okay, let's get this apart, and there are 2 screws, one down each side of the shackle.
I like this. This is interesting to me.
See what else comes out.
Wait, is that all a lock really is? Just this one piece of thing?
Okay, there's the locking mechanism. Pretty simple. Definitely not something that can be bypassed, but something that got grease all over my hands. If you want to look in the bottom, there we go. Okay, we're only going to gut one of these cores. Let's do this one. And let's relock it.
That's it.
I actually do have the keys here. Let me bring them over. Get this C clip off. And let's see which of these keys will open this. Perfect.
Huh?
Okay, seeing lots of drill protection in there. Let's dump all of these key pins out, and then I will give you a closer look. Looks like a steel pin in all of the first, or it looks like every single one of these, probably for nice drill resistance. And if we look at that core, we can see that there are plenty of anti-drill pins in there, 2 in front of the first pin, and then 2 between pins 3 and 4. Then we have a little hardened ball bearing right at the front of the pin stack. So certainly they gave some thought to someone attacking this with a drill. Let's get all of these
So
situated.
you can't drill it. Interesting.
And then we'll get the pins, the driver pins out.
Okay. I've seen enough of this. Even if it's just for the day. Enjoy your stay. Outside the sun is shining.